It's been a little while since I've come to you with a devotion and a congregational update, but I thought now was the time. Quick reading from Galatians, the 6th chapter. Bear one another's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. Paul calls us to bear one another's burdens. Well, what I think that means is that we're called to take care of one another, to look out for each other, to walk together. These are days where this is more important than ever. Know that we as pastors and staff here at Trinity are more than willing to walk with you and pray with you over the phone or by technology, or if you're comfortable, you can stop by the church. But you as well are a minister, completely capable and able of bearing others' people's burdens. And that's needed right now, probably more than ever before. Know that we continue to keep you in prayer. God bless, and really look forward to the day that we can face-to-face talk more about the burdens that we've been bearing for one another. So what's the update? Well, I wanted to share with you our congregational response to the update from the governor that happened last week. So Burleigh and Burleigh County, along with a number of other counties, were raised to a higher risk level. We are now in an orange category. Part of what the governor said in the midst of that is that contact tracing is showing that faith communities, worshiping communities like ours, can be places where the virus is transmitted. I think that calls us, all congregations, to a certain level of bearing one another's burdens, doing what we can to provide a safe worshiping environment, while at the same time doing all we can to stop the spread of this virus. We've been doing a lot ever since we decided to come back together and begin worshiping face-to-face. And we even lifted higher our expectations of people as they gather when we came back into the building. So here's where we're at right now. Well, the governor is strongly recommending that all people wear masks in businesses and in churches. We agree with that. It is not going to be a mandate that everyone wear a mask, but it is strongly, strongly recommended. We know that there are people who physically cannot wear a mask, some because they have asthma, some because they get claustrophobic, whatever. And we're going to be gracious to one another, and we're going to allow those people not to wear masks. But everyone else, we want to strongly, strongly encourage you to wear masks. It is being shown without a doubt that this helps slow the spread of this virus. Let's bear one another's burdens. Everyone who can, we expect, will wear a mask when they come to worship. You will see that the ushers, as you come to worship, will be holding baskets of masks, asking you to wear a mask. So please do. We are also going to add another worship time to try to spread out the number of worshipers. So I would guess right now between our 3 worship services that happen, 2 on Sunday morning and 1 on Wednesday evening, that our average is somewhere around 70 worshipers. Sunday morning, the average is probably more like 60. So we're going to try to stay within that 50 number. We're going to have some chairs that are set up in the narthex with the doors closed. That narthex area becomes another room, and we can put some people there. We can also have people up in the balcony. We're also going to add a Sunday morning worship service. We'll do that starting the first week in November. It will be in the community center at 9:30. It will be only a spoken word service, probably 25 minutes long or so. There'll be a little more quiet, a little more contemplative sort of service. But if you want the ability to go out, if you want the ability to gather in a safe place with a limited number of people, you most certainly can do that. in a safe way in that space. We're also going to begin offering on Thursday mornings a by appointment ability for people to come in extremely small groups to have communion. So there will be 4 slots or spots to be filled by individuals who would like to come into the sanctuary and have Holy Communion. Pastor Lee or I will preside at those very brief services. We expect that they'll be probably about 10 minutes long. There'll be scripture, there'll be prayer, there'll be the consecration of the elements and the sharing of the elements. But if you're worshiping at home almost exclusively, this is an opportunity for you to come and get the sacrament and do it in a safe way. We'll be having you call in. We will do it on the half hour from 9 o'clock until noon on Thursdays, and then again from 1 to 3 on Thursdays on the half hour. Those services will take place. We'll begin those in about 10 days. You call the church office to sign up for a spot. We also want you to know from the very beginning, we've taken this really seriously, and we will continue to do that. After every worship service, our worship space is sanitized. We have invested in the equipment to do that. We run our destratification fans in the sanctuary and the community center at all times except when worship is happening, so that with its UV light filters, we believe is helping cleanse the air. We are providing masks to anyone and everyone. We are sanitizing railings and door handles and everything else in an attempt to keep people safe. We are only allowing people to sit in every other pew so that we can keep our distance. But here's what I want you to hear. Why are we being so stringent on all of these things? Because we know that for some people, they need a place to come and worship God. They need a sense of normalcy in the midst of this crazy world. And our plan is to do everything we possibly can to keep people safe, but at the same time, provide a worship space. We'll continue to think our way through the guidelines to do everything as safely as we possibly can here at Trinity in the midst of this pandemic. We want to take it seriously and at the same time keep people safe. Know that we continue to review our protocols. Well, that's the update from here for now. God bless. Know that I am always available to chat with you, as is Pastor Lee. Talk to you later.